Hello guys, welcome to the Traffic channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing about this boom and crash scalping strategy. Okay, so in this video, I'm also going to show you guys the settings for the strategy and how the strategy really works. Okay, so just have to stick around and make sure you watch this video to the end so you won't miss any explanation about the strategy. Okay, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification. Anytime we post new strategy, you guys will be aware. Okay, so with that being said, let's proceed with the strategy. Okay, so we have a lot of things to discuss on this video, so make sure you watch it to the end because I'm going to give you guys what to do and what you should not do when using the strategy. I'm going to give you guys everything in depth. Okay, so let's set the settings up. Okay, so talking about the settings, this is the first setting we are going to be using. We just go to the our indicator section. Okay, so when we get there, this is all the indicator we are going to be using. Now the first indicator is the moving average. Okay, so how do you add this up? You just have to click on this F icon at the top. You click on it, you search for your moving average and click on it. Now for the moving average, the period is 10, shift is 1, method is exponential, apply to close and use any style of your choice. For me, I'm using the blue color, so click on save. Once you do that, and you're going to have your moving average in your chart. Now moving on to the next indicator, which is the RSI. So how do we add this up? We click on this F icon again, we search for our RSI and click on it. Now for the RSI, the period is 2, apply to close, and for the start, for the levels, we need the 85 and the 15 levels. We go back, we make sure we set our style as a background color, then click on save, and you're going to have your RSI in your chart. Now immediately you add the RSI up, it's automatically going to be on your indicator window 1. Now the next indicator we are going to be adding is also oscillator. How do we do this? We click on this F icon again. This is for some oscillator and click on it. Now for the oscillator, you just have to set it as default, then click on save. Then click on save, and you're going to have your oscillator in your chart. Now moving on to the next indicator, which is the envelope. So we click on this F icon again. We search for our envelope and click on it. Now for the envelope, the period is 10, shift is 1, method is 0.01, method is deviation is 0.01, method is simple, apply to close. And for the lower and the upper band, make sure you use any color of your choice and click on save. Now for the last indicator, which is the moving average, you do the same thing by clicking on this F icon, search for the moving average and click on it. Now for the moving average, the period is 10, shift is 1, method is simple, apply to previous indicators data, and the style, I'm using blue color as well. So make sure this color you use on your bar on your main chart should be as the color you are going to be used on your indicator window 1. So once you set everything up, click on save, and you're going to have your settings done. Okay, so this eye chart is going to look like if you use the same color that I do. Okay, so now how do you now use this strategy? That is what we are going to be discussing right now. So as we all know that whenever you want to take a trade, we have this in mind that if you want to trade on the 85 levels, we are going to be trading the boom, and if you want to trade on 15 levels, we're going to be trading with the crash. Now we are on crash, which you can see it right here. We are on crash, so we are going to be trading with the 15 levels. Okay, so now let's talk about how you are going to buy with this strategy, which means that how you are going to scalp with this strategy. Now first thing you want to do is that you want to make sure that you see the awesome oscillator and the envelope line to come to the 15 levels. Now the moving average does not matter. If the moving average comes to the 15 levels, that doesn't concern you. If it's not come to the 15 levels, that doesn't concern you. But what concerns you most of the time is the awesome oscillator and the envelope line should come to the 15 levels. On the come there, then you are now want to see the awesome oscillator change from red to green. Okay, it has to change from red to green, which means that it's showing you a sign that the price wants to go for a buy. So after you see that, then the next thing you wait for is the moving average crosses. Okay, is you wait for the crossover to happen and this moving average. Okay, so the moving average line has to cross below and the every line cross above the moving average. Everything is right here. So once you see that, then the next thing we want to do is to look into your main chart. Now what do you want to see in your main chart? Very simple. You just want to see a candle break on your main chart. Okay, you want to see a candle break on your main chart. So when I'm talking about this candle right here that break. So this is the candle that break the moving average line. So once the candle break the moving average line, then the next thing we do is we enter our candle as the next candle. Okay, we enter our candle and the next candle. Now, what I want you guys to know that sometimes you might see a spike in the market, but that spike, if it does not move below the last area, below this like the last area where the market spike last, if there's someone below it, then that is still a valid trade. Okay, but if you see a spike, you don't have to be scared. Okay, so that's how you are going to use this strategy. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about right here. Now let's say you have entered your buy right at this area. You have entered your buy. After you enter your buy, you will now see this spike right here. You see this long spike. Okay, so you just have to be scared. Once the spike does not break below this area right here, below the last area where the market spike last, then the entry is still valid. So keep that in mind. Now let's go to the boom so I can show you guys an example as well. So one example on each index. Okay, one example on boom and one example on crash. Now this is a trade right here which I'm looking at on boom. Now you can see that we have this awesome and the envelope line come to the 85 levels, and after that we see the crossover happens on the moving average. After the crossover, we also see the awesome change from green to red. So once we see that, we look into our mini chart and we take our entry with the second candle that break. After the candle that break, we enter our trade at the second candle, and then after we enter the trade at the second candle, we target our next area. Don't worry about all this spike right here. This is just a minor spike, price retracement. So you wait and then you catch your candles. Okay, so daily 40 to 50 candles guarantee with one entries you take. Okay, so that's how you are going to use this strategy. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you find this video helpful, please do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also your post notification. Anytime we post new strategy, you guys will be aware. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.